Hey y'all! Thanks for dropping by today. I'm Zach. I'm the Gulf Coast gardener and I garden here in Mobile, Alabama, Zone 9A. And I'm so happy to have you here today. Let me show you what I'm up to in the garden. I had more roses delivered from our favorite David Austin, and they have been soaking in water overnight. And now it's time to get them in the ground. Here's one variety. This variety is going to be the Dannahue. Now, Dannahue was introduced, I believe, in 2024. It is a shade-tolerant yellow apricot orangey rose. Super excited to have it. I did have 3 of these that I'll plant. And then we have Mary Delaney, which is a thornless climber that gets around 12 feet tall with beautiful pale pink pointed flowers. Very beautiful foliage. Its foliage is a little bit different than your typical rose, so I'm super excited to get those into the ground today. We'll also do a few other things here and there. We're gonna get a Gordonia in the ground today. We're gonna plant the last of our hollyhocks as well. So here we are in the back of the woodland bed, and we're gonna get our Gordonia planted. So excited to have this Gordonia. Our Gordonia is in the camellia family, in the rhododendron family, and its common name is gonna be the fried eggplant. It blooms around Thanksgiving, Christmas, with a big, frilly, simple white flower with yellow stamens. It is very beautiful. So excited to own this. We're gonna get it planted right here. Gordonia is an evergreen plant, which I want to add more and more evergreens. I heard someone suggest having about 80% evergreens and 20% deciduous, which is ambitious, but in my Zone 9A garden, I could definitely make it work. All right, let's take a look at these roots. Beautiful roots. They're not rotating the pot at all. There is bark in here. I'm gonna try to get some of that bark out because it tends to dry out my plants a little bit more than I want. I was scraping out some of this bark. I'm not trying to hurt those roots too much. Just a little tease. Because this is all growing mix that is supposed to drain beautifully. That's good when you're growing them in a nursery and you're watering every day, but not as great when you need it to survive 115 degrees for 2 to 3 weeks on end. Okay. Beautiful open shape on this plant. We're gonna put it like this. All right, Gordonia done, just needs to be watered in. Now let's get to the roses. This is not the right spot. There's a Setlandia there, Salvia there, Plum-U. This one here is going to be the Orari spinach. I don't know if there's enough room right here or not. We're just gonna go for it anyways. Ooh, I ripped up a hosta. And I get that thing back planted. This is mycelium, which is going to be good. So here's our big hole for 1, 2, and 3 roses. Let's go get them and get them planted. Now these roses are grafted. So here down is rootstock. This rootstock is gonna be Dr. Huey. We don't want it. It's a simple red rose with wild arms that blooms once a year. Right here is the graft union. We want this at the soil level and this to be out of the soil. So I planted this a bit deeper than typical. Now this is the healthiest big one, so it's going up front. This tiniest one's gonna go back over here, and the second biggest one's gonna go back over this way, which is gonna be the most visible. Planting it nice and low. I'm gonna protect the bud union going into this circle. Then we're just gonna backfill. I'm out of compost right now, so I will have to come back in and add compost at a later date. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with this hole. This hosta that we accidentally dug up, I believe, is Gigantosaurus. So we're just gonna pop it right over here underneath this Japanese maple tree. There we go. Hopefully that hosta does not even realize that it's been moved. So this will be an experiment. I'm doing the Mary Delaney rose here on this edge of this fence to go up and over. All this over here is gonna be asphalt. And I was able to dig in just deep enough to get it, and I'm feeling like road base and gravel. So we'll see how she does. It's definitely gonna be a challenge for her, but if she starts to struggle and not doing too good, I'll pull her up and move her somewhere else, hopefully before she dies. Last year, this is where all my volunteer tomatoes grew. Right, so we're back in the front beds, and we're gonna be adding 2 hollyhocks here and 3 hollyhocks there. Very much trying not to destroy any daffs that are all planted through here. Again, these are the Mystic Merlin hollyhocks. Beautiful striped colors of horticultural blue, purple, pink. Beautiful. Trying very carefully not to step on any daffs. Guys, I broke a sweat today. That's wonderful. It's like 82 degrees out here. I just dug some big holes and then 5 tiny holes. Kind of took the breath out of me, but now we're watering in our plants. So we're here with the Gordonia now, getting her watered in. I want to make sure these are nice and wet. I do have a lot of rain in my forecast. It's gonna be hitting on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we need it to. We haven't had rain in a long time. So I'm excited about that. My plan is to try to get everything fed and fertilized before that rain hits this weekend. So hopefully my next video will be fertilizing roses and plants, but I have to wait for the fertilizer to get here from Amazon. Gordonia is nice and watered in. Let's go water in our roses. And here we are with the Mary Delaney rose. Getting her all watered in. Again, this one's an experiment. I don't know how she's gonna do right here. Not a lot of soil, but hopefully she'll find her way down and find a beautiful reservoir. I had some tomatoes that did wonderful here, just volunteer. They just grew crazy all summer last summer. So that would make me think it gets enough sun and that there's enough soil here. So come on, Mary. We're rooting for you, Mary. Anybody get that reference? Mary. But yes. That is considered damp. So we shall stop that watering, and I will go grab a watering pail and water in the hollyhocks, but I won't let you guys see that because I'll have to have two hands for that duty. Well, you guys, thanks for stopping by the garden today and seeing what I'm up to. Today I planted some bare root roses. I planted some hollyhocks we started from seed, and then I planted an evergreen plant called Gordonia or fried eggplant. Super excited about all of these new plantings and can't wait to see how they develop. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see how the garden grows. And let me know what you're planting this week down in the comments. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.